Alright guys, how are you doing? We are back to racing action. It feels like it's been quite a while because of the holiday break. Well, I was itching to get this race in. I'm sure a couple other guys were. We have a good truck count for be the day after the 4th of July. Let's go ahead and get this baby going. You can see the lights are off on the pace truck, so they'll be going next time by. It looks like Jordan Hand. That's a brand new name I haven't seen before. The 24 DuPont is leading him down the front row. We've also got Jax Duval Crawl. It's another name I have not seen in that 84 Vans truck. Hopefully these are a pair of guys that'll stick around and come race with us week to week. So, we had great racing tonight. You'll see it for yourself tonight in the broadcast. Alright, the pace car is going away. Excuse me. There's the green zone, and they are off. Looks like Jordan's got a nice run for himself going into turn one. Nobody to deal with. He's got it to himself. Who is this guy creeping? That is the 98 of Mitchell, my man, Mumma. Looks like he's trying to slide up into P2. Got the three of Chris Sawyer right behind him. Like Joshua Hale is trying to push Jordan on that high side. Not Jordan, excuse me. Mitchell. That's good racing right there. I love that. Great pack racing. So, we are with Buckrack Motorsports. My little black screen to start this off was what screwed everything up over here real quick, but we're with Buckrack Motorsports racing on a Saturday night. Numbers are a little mid-level right now because it's 4th of July weekend and it's a Saturday during the summer, so we know there's a lot of folks out there enjoying themselves, and why not? But we are grateful to have the crew you got right here in front of you, because look at them go. 2x2x2 still. About to go for the 4th time by. Looks like they might even challenge 3 wide for the lead here. Once everything kind of spreads out just a little bit, I'll do my, my little broadcasting bits. I'll get my own little advertisement in. I'll get in a little shout out with George Ledesma and refresh myself. He sent me a little text message, but I'll definitely give you a shout out. Shout out the other guys that have come on with the Ogre Vision family. I think right now I've got myself at 4 nights a week, and quite a few guys still want me to join on, but I think it's going to take something pretty special to get me to go anywhere, or at least some money. Like I've picked my freebies and I really have fun. I mean, look at this. We've had a battle for the front up here. Looks like Chris Sawyer's challenged for the P1. We'll see if he can clear him. Beautiful tracker truck. Looks like everybody is still in that one pack. This is great racing. It's something I heard in the chat while this race was going on. Was just great racing. Gerald Hanspool. What is it? Gerald Thanos Pool? There we go. Sorry. I have that screen is the farthest away from myself. So it's a little hard for me to read. But we are super glad to have you over here, man. It's, as you can see, you probably had a good time tonight. It was a good, clean race. one caution. Shouldn't have spoiled that, but I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. We had one caution in tonight's race. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. But, no, it's I tell people word of mouth is what gets these things going. Anybody that knows anybody, you're like, man, I ran this race, 134 laps, one caution. Everybody was fucking. Ooh, excuse the F word. I can't believe I said that. Shocky, it's all your fault. I swear. Yeah, man. What's even crazier is I'm your teammate, all right? And uh, for for those of you that don't know, the Shocky, if you're looking in the chat, is Joshua Hale. Man, he's had some misfortune this season. Like, he hasn't finished a race, but it's just random mishaps. It happens to everybody. I'm kind of on the other end of that. I start out absolutely terrible, but through good luck and other people's misfortune, even sometimes Josh's, I I pick up my finishes. Looks like we've got another pass for the lead here. I believe. Oh, that is the one that does not show up right. Mr. Jeffrey Clifton, sir. Make me have to go and dig around in my camera tools to figure out who you are. Because your custom says 15, but my telemetry says you the number one, sir. Not a big issue. You can see 12 laps into this thing right here. They're still all in the same bunch. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce these guys one by one here. We're just talking about them. Got the killer paint, wrong number on that bad boy. And I really like that paint. That thing vibrant. I like all the color on it. What is that? PVEX? I'm not sure what that is. Ooh. PV? PV. I still don't know what that is. If you get a chance to watch this race, let me know what that sponsor is, because I'm curious. Go back one more here. 84 of Jax Duval Crawl. Man, that's just a fun name to say. I like your name, man. Ooh, he's a Coca-Cola dude. I like that. Vans. You know, I've learned a ton of different brands of shoes in my lifetime. I'm 43, so that's a long life. But I've never worn Vans. I have some skater friends that are, my age now, and they all still wear Vans, saying they're comfortable shoes. I'm a Puma guy myself. PV guitars and amps. Okay. I knew that was familiar. That is awesome. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Turn to Thanos when you need the answer. Just don't turn home when you got something dumb. You might get a little snap of the finger. My wife wore Heelys. They're not bad at all, man. They're a lot of fun. A little dangerous, but a lot of fun. They got these new robotic shoes that you can wear right now. That they'll move you at 15 miles an hour walking. Man, I can't remember what they were called, but they're called conveyor belt shoes. You should look them up. They're very interesting. All right. Who did we leave off with here? Let's go to the 24 of Jordan Hand. We've seen him up here in the top three this whole race. Rocking a classic DuPont scheme. As a kid, I was Jeff Gordon was kind of coming into his own as, senior had passed. Nobody had really taken that mantle up yet. I just never really cared for him. But in hindsight, I kind of feel the same way about him and Jimmy. It's like I never appreciated what they did on the track. But post-career, it's like, man, those guys are outstanding. And like, I wish that Jimmy would have gotten one more, just for the sake of legacy, you know. It's a beautiful paint. I love those nostalgic paints, man. Give me something else to talk about. Let's go back one more to the 91 of Patrick Hernandez. GR. I want to see what GR Racing is like. No, what's it say on the back? Let's pop it back here. Chase camera. Toyota Gazoo Racing. Okay. Gazoo Racing? Gazoo? Got a slightly different camera here. Back. Oh, look at this. Then we have the alternate Jeff Gordon paint scheme on the 54. Dylan Carrier. Glad I got your name right and I'm not butchering it. And I like that car. I love the bright yellow over the door. It just stands out so well. Let's check this guy out right here. Tracker truck of Chris Sawyer, number 3. Currently sitting in position 6, having an alright start for himself. 21 laps into this race. As you can see, everybody's still here just kind of lined up. Not bad at all. Let's go one more back. Michael McCammon. I don't know if that's a new one here or not. I'm honestly not sure. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, and I've forgotten, I'm super duper sorry. But I hope you keep coming back. Like, everybody who was here tonight, just, man, they ran such a good race. Let's see. Go back one more here to the 98 of Mitchell, my man, mama. MSM Service. I like those colors. I want to see this on a bright day because I think those colors would really pop. They look a little muted down right now. You can't really tell because the camera angles. There you go, there's one. It's really sunset, so it's like the lights haven't come on yet, but it's not bright outside, so some of these paint schemes are not quite as vibrant as they could be if it was bright outside or if those lights were on. That's a good looking paint. Everything's easy to read. I love that custom number. Let's go back one more here. Russell Martin Jr., man of the hour. Butt Crack Motorsport. Oh my goodness, Butt Crack Motorsports owner, and yeah, guy I like working for. So far, he's turned out to be a great friend for me and a good league owner that, yeah, I'm pretty happy to be associated with. You know, what he allows me to do with my networking and trying to get all these guys to show up every week. You know, it takes a lot of trust because some guys, when you say, hey, I want your guys to come race here and I want your guys to go race there, they all say no. You know, everybody's afraid to lose their drivers, and I mean, it's a good fear to have. It's a realistic thing that can happen, but you can't live in fear, man. I mean, look at the good things that are coming. Like, good things come to those that are good and deserve it. I honestly feel like this league's gonna be something special pretty quick. You've already got the best thing you can ask for, which is good, clean racing. So now you just got to keep adding, you know, a slow trickle of trucks in here and there, and Make sure we don't get any knuckleheads. You always get one here and there. It always sucks when you have to boot somebody, but you know, it's for the greater good. Heavy is the head of the crown, man. But Russell does a great job, and I'm happy to be here. It's always happy to have me here, so let's keep this sucker going. We'll go back one more to the 99 of Jordan Poole. I love this red, white, and blue truck. That custom 99 is sick, dude. Navy Joe Coffee. Man, I gotta upgrade my trading paints so that I can put custom numbers on my cars, because I mean, these two trucks right here on the camera are a perfect example between Brendan and Gerald here. I mean, that 99 is perfect, and then when you turn off the custom number placement, look where you can put it. You can just, your entire league could tuck that number on the back there, and it just looks so neat. But you'd have to get everybody to have that, you know, that simple stripe, so that number would be visible. But it looks super good. Let's see if we can see where your hood is here. What is that camera? I can never remember. It's not rear chase? It is rear chase. Yeah, it's the same sponsor that we have. It's all around. I like that. The Navy Joe Coffee. Well, if you get the chance, check them out, man. I mean, he's telling you the website. Odds are it's got something to do with the Navy, so you know, get on board. Let's go back to the 00. Ooh, look at that. That's sick right there. I saw this when we were out on the track, but I was never close enough to your bumper to get a good look at it. That's a very cool Lightning School decal. Let's pop this out so the camera gets some other looks at it. And I almost would have gone with blue Lightning. I like that circle on the bed too. That's pretty slick. Back in the day, me and Josh used to compete weekly with paints. It's like, hey, I did this. Oh, I did this one. It's I don't know if you haven't learned how to paint yet. It's a wonderful way to kill some time if you're willing to learn how to do it. I mean, I'll put myself on camera right here real quick too. I don't usually do so, but I'm the next guy in line. But you know, the Ogre Vision truck, rocking the butt kicker. I only put things on my truck that I believe in. So if you do not have a butt kicker, check it out, man. I mean, it was a game changer. I don't think I could race without it. It just feels so empty, like not having your butt kicker going. I mean, I can't believe how much of a difference it makes, especially if you go around dirt. I mean, it's an incredible tool. All right, let's go back one more here. The 44 of George Ledesma. What do we got on this bad boy? We got an eagle across the front. We got royalty something. Let's see if we can read that. Oh, too far back. We the people. Royalty Motorsports. There it is. Commentator curse. You heard it on the camera. He just ever so lightly grazed the wall. Give me just a second here. George is one of the few guys that took me up on getting my phone number when I was getting this thing started to help me out. Let's see. Even if, you know, George, you want to toss me like sponsors for these, I'd even put them up in a little like business card type of thing for you that I can flash up on the screen. But we're going to give them a shout out. We got Royalty Motorsports. So if we've got anybody tuned in from there, welcome. We obviously got some good racing going on. You're welcome to come race with us. Check it out, man. And what else does he say here? He wants to give a shout out to SM Racing Products, Majestic Promotional, and Branded Apparel. And then what else does he usually have? The Desma Designs. That's right. Oop, here you see George making his first pit stop. 37 laps in. About all you got on a tank. I want to say my telemetry said you could push it to 38, but you'd be cruising into the pits with no tank. And I'm not sure what she's saying has a Facebook group, but I'm going to assume that it's Royalty Motorsports that has a Facebook group. Buttcrack Motorsports also has a Facebook group. If you're watching for some reason and you are not part of the racing crew, you can also reach out to me on Facebook. My name is Chris Darkwood. Spelt just like you see it on your screen. Darkwood, one word. Pretty much the only one on Facebook, so you shouldn't have a problem finding me. So, let's see. I feel like I missed somebody. Who did I miss during all that? Did I get this guy? I did. Alright. I think I made it through everybody. If I did not, let's get this on. Somebody that's not blinking here. Alright. Get up to the leader, Jordan Hand, in that beautiful DuPont truck we were talking about earlier. Looks like he's making his pit stop. Got the number 1/15 coming in behind him. Could be the battle for the race. It's good to see that P1 and 2 are still so close together. Good grief. Can't talk. You have a paint shop. What do you paint in your paint shop? Now I'm curious. Sorry, sometimes you'll hear me respond to things that you can't see if you're not watching on a telephone or a computer, because we have commenters coming in, and I honestly enjoy, shooting the breeze with them. It's a nice way to spend a day. But I'm going to give myself my first little break of the afternoon. Oh, Street Stock League. That's sick. I do a lot of paints as well. I used to do them, like I always offered to do them for here, but a lot of these guys know how to paint. But I'm going to take this little opportunity for myself to take my first break and have a crank it up. So I'm going to get rid of these decals here. I'll leave the standing. No, I'm going to even take the standings off. Alright. Shut my mic off and crank them up. Alright, I've stolen back the audio. Turn back on some of these new graphics. Alright. I mean, look at this right here. We've got great action off of this camera, plus my old sponsor plug. I mean, does it get any better than that? That's greatness right there. Let's go ahead. Just do a better camera. As you saw, we were kind of cycling through everything. I mean, we've got good racing all the way around this track, 50 laps in, without a caution. We've got a couple of guys that are moving forward as they figure the track out. A couple of guys sliding back. You can see that Jeffrey Clifton and Jordan Hand have shuffled the lead back and forth a time or two. Looks like the 91 of Patrick Hernandez has moved his way up to third position. Currently a 3-truck race. Let's see if anybody else can sneak up in here. Let's go see where the 84 of Jax Duvall is. Let's take a... Oh, you can see them up there. He's not too far back. See if Jackson, it looks like Chris Sawyer behind him. It is. See if these guys can get paired up and draft up to that other pack. Pop back up here. Watch the good racing where it's at and pay the leaders their respects. They should get a little bit more camera time than everybody else. Just a little bit. And it's good racing too. I want to ride with this guy for just a second because I felt like for me it was all about being smooth. Like you could run it high, you could run it low. Just a little bit of lift. I should have popped up my thing for throttle, but I got a little lazy with my broadcasting stuff because when I was going back and forth through my screens before I had everything set up, it would make my screen freeze every time that I would click back and forth between my screens. But now that I got things a little more figured out, I need to add back in my track map. I could add in my throttle telemetry. Right now you could probably hear it when he's going around that corner. I bet that he's only 95%. Like I mean, he's probably lifting that little. He's not coming completely out of the gas. You can see the RPM gauge. I wonder if I can. Did the truck show feed? Nah, his toe just kind of wiggles. Pretty neat camera though. I can't wait until I can figure out how to do manual camera control, but that's different software for another day. I just figured out how to do this comfortably. Now I gotta figure out how to make money at it, or t-shirts. I like t-shirts. I'll make a couple of bucks doing this, so I can keep buying some RC cars for the 2 or 3 guys that I talk to regularly. Know that my new thing right now is my RC cars. I absolutely love them. Oh, it's very easy to overheat the right front. Sorry, just glancing over at a comment right here. The right front I took off on the first run was, I want to say, 42%, 43%. And the second one, when I tried something different, came off the car at 23%. So I was in really bad shape at the early to middle part of this race. Uh, Now, as you can see, if you glance over at the leaderboard, I am one position out of last, and it looks like well, maybe while I was away on my break, the 23 of Joshua Whitmire may have had some technical issues. Looks like he's putting that 23 in the garage for the evening. Let's get back to a better camera here. See some more of this action. Sometimes I really enjoy seeing the line that these guys take and seeing how much they have to work the wheel or how little. But he's kind of doing the same thing I was doing. I just very little wheel input, trying to save as much tire as you can. Um, for me, see where they're at right now down there on that bottom lane. I didn't. I learned that that's the spot to be. Like you can put the truck anywhere you want it to go for about the first 15 laps of that 38 laps of fuel. But if you do, that right front's going to be smoked for the remaining 25 laps of that run, and you're just going to pay for it. And so I learned real quick just to stick on that bottom, and if you got to give up, a little bit of speed on entry so that you don't slide up the track, like that's what you got to do. It's all about uh, you know finding the optimal line, I guess is the best way to put it. Like you don't want to brake or lift before you have to, but you do not want to dive that thing any further than you have to either, because if you do, it's going to kill you on exit. But most of these tracks, it's the exit that is going to win you the race. Uh, you know, fast in does you in is my saying. Like if you're catching cars on entry, it's likely because you're chewing up your tires and they're letting you by. That's not always the case. And sometimes you just have to do it if you want to make the pass. So you can see right here, 24 made his way inside that number 1/15, Jeffrey Clifton. See if he can clear him or not. It's tight racing. He has not yet. Looked like he was about a half a bumper away from having him clear there. Nice clean racing by both these guys. About a car length between them. You love to see it. And go ahead and pinch that guy down hard when you need to. Ooh, little tap right there. Don't think they meant to touch. It's a great save though by Jeffrey. Let's go ahead and scroll back through here, see if we can find somebody. See what we can find. Alright, what about Josh? You racing anybody? Got somebody little up there. Pop up to the next one. Looks like we are finally at about 65 laps into this race. Getting spread out a little. Oh, here, see the 98 of Mitchell, my man, Mama, taking that thing into pit lane. Man, I am not sure why he got down there so early. I don't know if he's... Oh! I don't know if he's super conservative or if he made contact somewhere that I missed. That was definitely not a smooth entry into the pits. Hopefully that doesn't cost him too bad. Looks like the 24 has stepped out just a little bit on Jeffrey Clifton. 91 of Patrick Hernandez is still right here. P3, he's about as far behind P2 as P2 is behind P1. Nice even split probably. telemetry calls at 2 seconds. I'm good with that. Nice little 2-second gap between each car. Get back to the 84. It's still nobody. Let's see. 54. Car 54, where are you? Most of you guys won't get that. You're too young. I hardly got it. My father used to race cars in real life, and he was always Car 54. And he said it was because of an old movie he watched called Car 54, Where Are You? It's a good looking number on that car. Stands out nice. I love that dark blue and that bright yellow. I said it when I was looking at your number. Just looks so good. Unfortunately, it looks like the 98 of Mitchell Mumma has taken his truck into the pits. Glad you got to come out and race with us tonight, sir. Hopefully you get better next week. Ooh, we are on the back half of this race. Instead of it being a lap something, it is now 65 laps to go. I lost track of what lap we were on. I have not a clue. That's okay. I know how many we have left. Let's hit the excitement button. The excitement button takes us to Jeffrey Clifton, who's certainly got the most exciting paint scheme. You watch my broadcasts, I tell you that I like to pick out a favorite paint on the night, and I think that this PV is probably my favorite paint on the night. Just the way that pops on there is super pretty. So, Jeffrey Clifton. Golf clap. I absolutely love your paint scheme tonight, sir. I gotta figure out how to download little audio things. That'd be fun to do. Just put a little golf clap in there. I don't like a lot of ridiculousness, but a little bit of a sense of humor is a great thing to have. Keep getting bound up on low exit. See, for me now, low exit was where it's all at. Like, if you see where he's at, it's got that super high entry. But when they're coming out, they don't move up to the wall until they're all the way out of the corner. That's what I was trying to do, too. Looks like you got the 24 of Jordan Hand putting George Ledesma a lap under. 61 laps to go. Plenty of time for everybody to get themselves situated. Alright. I am going to go ahead and take this little opportunity for myself. 60 to go. Let's go to the little spot, just over halfway through, to give you guys... No, actually, I'm going to stick with it live for just a moment. We're going to go, and I'm going to take this over. And we're going to pop this one up. Alright, George. Like I was saying, you've got the Ledesma Creations little logo here. If you give me some logos, I'll put them all on just a little banner like the one you see on your screen right now for you, man. As I will for anybody that asks. Might make it a little smaller, tuck it down in a corner, but I have absolutely no problem doing some graphic work. It all just helps me get better at what I do. So, as you can see at the top right there, I am Ogre Vision. We're with Butt Crack Motorsports, and we are sub-sponsored by Ledesma Creations. These guys have made me the primary sponsor. My name is Chris Darkwood, and I am Ogre Vision. I broadcast on Twitch, and you know, I love what I do, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me go ahead and turn this little guy off. And I'm going to pop this guy up because we've got a couple of these guys in here. As I've said in a couple of my broadcasts, I'm all about family, and I want all of my guys racing together. Like, if I can get going 5 nights a week, let's get every single guy racing with me going under Ogre Vision. I mean, why not? Never have to worry about what you're doing or if you're going to have good racing or how many cars are going to be there. I mean, you get us all together, 3 or 4 leagues willing to work together. I mean, give us 25, 30 a night on track, all for free, all broadcasted by yours truly. We're going to go places. I mean, Buckcrack Motorsports and Prestige worldwide entertainment. I mean, if you want truck racing, come check us out. Cause I mean, look at that right there. No cautions. 57 laps to go. Been at it for at least an hour at this point. I don't really know what else you could look for if you're looking for somewhere to go racing. I mean, it's what everybody says they want. You want a fair admin. I mean, we've certainly got one here. Russell has never given me even a hint of a reason to ever question anything. Dude's just been class act since day one. See Jordan Hand making his pit stop right here, 56 laps to go. That will not get him to the finish, but he will have to make one more stop from here at least. Oh, Pepsi. I mean, I would have edited that paint scheme just to get rid of that Pepsi logo. The horror. The horror. I can't touch Pepsi. I really can't. Looks like he got in and out of his pits. Looks like the one has also made his way into the pits. He does not want to be left out. 55 laps to go. It looks like we've also only lost 2 of the trucks out here with us. So, got some great racing going on. Nobody's banged up their truck too bad. We saw Mitchell have a little issue there. Not sure what happened to him. But, I'm sure that he'll get himself sorted out and he'll be ready for next week. Okay. So, now that I did my little sponsor ditty, I will take my second little miniature break here. I'm going to go ahead and leave all this stuff up for you guys, but I am going to crank it up and mute myself so that I get a little water. Oh, nope. We were going to stay right here with it. I knew that it was coming because I said there was one caution in this race, but I didn't know how many laps to go there would be. Let's take a look. It looks like it is the 33 of Mitchell McCammon. Oh my goodness. McCammon. There it is. I swear to God I can speak English. But not too bad of a little incident there. As you saw, he just kind of got sideways with it. And by the time he got it brought to a stop, he was back out on the track. But honestly, I would rather see that. I can't tell you how many times somebody will try to save it that's not skilled enough to save it, and they snap that wheel back, go across the field, and either destroy their own race, busting up the nose of their truck, or wipe out the entire field because they're not willing to give up 2 or 3 spots lifting out of the gas. Everybody understands racing is a game of inches and pushing right to the envelope, but sometimes you gotta know when to lift, man. Make it another lap. Looks like Chris Sawyer's our leader as we made it back and forth through pit cycles. I'm pretty sure we'll probably see him dip off and see the 24 inherit the lead here at some point. Maybe. Somebody, anybody, who's gonna pay? No takers. Ah, I saw the cone and thought that was the entry. I'm a doofus. It's the exit cone. Man. Put me to bed. It's too late. Alright, let's see what the 3 does here. No, everybody stays. Can't tell if he's just tapping the gas or if he's killing the throttle. I want to see something here. Let's see. I don't see the wattage change, but it definitely looks like you never hear the truck die. That's pretty good throttle save. Man, I know I shouldn't be excited for cautions, but when this one came out, I was excited because I knew it was going to put me in the race. And as a broadcaster, I was excited because it was going to put the field back together. Give us a nice little 50-lap shootout to the checkers. I love it, man. I really do. Saturday night, you're out here with your buddies racing. I mean, what else you want? Maybe tune on the TV afterwards. Get yourself a glass of moonshine. That's what I'll end up doing as soon as this is over. Get myself a little moonshine and shut eye. Alright, you see him pairing off. Lights on the pace car have gone off. Means we'll be going racing next time by. Oh, for the love of God. Where'd my water bottle go? There it is. Alright. You see them start to inch up a little bit on each other here. Everybody trying to close up those gaps as we come to the flag. Chris Sawyer and Jordan Hand bringing them to the line. Let's see who gets the jump. Sawyer's in the gasket. He's got a nice little pull away. He's going to clear the 24 easily. Has no interest in moving to that high line. He's going to hold his own. Ooh, 91 in the 1. Get a little close there. Something I love doing. We're like this. We're going to ride with the boss. We're going to jump inside the 20 of Russell Martin Jr. We're just going to sit and watch a little bit of this racing because this is the best camera to show you what it's like when you are in the car. Not sure how fast these guys were going. I want to say they were doing like 160. maybe 170, 50, somewhere in there. That just always makes me think, man, like in real life, these guys are absolutely insane to be driving this fast, this close to each other. I get on the highway doing 95 next to somebody, and I'm like, oh God, what is this moron gonna do? I had to start taking anxiety pills because of what other people do. Now look at this. Let's jump up here. There we go. Pop up one more truck inside the 33 of Mitchell McCammon. Guys get close. A little range off back there. All these guys still fighting for the lead. Like I said, everybody still has to make one more pit stop in this race. I want to say 37 laps, maybe 38 is when the pit window will open for these guys. And look at these guys moving around. And the 1 of Jeffrey Clifton and the 24 of Jordan Hand have been at it all night long for you guys. Look at this right now. Got the 84 of Jax Duvall Crawl and the 33 of Michael McCammon duking it out for third. Good racing all the way around this track right now. It's like that 54 of Dylan Carrier trying to get himself up here. Have a DuPont party. I love that you got your name to fit inside that paint on the back of DuPont, the Carrier. Very creative and done very clean. It looks good. Looks like the front 7 have maybe broken away a little bit. You got 3, and then, oh no, it looks like everybody's still in line. Just can't quite see them all. There you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like maybe the top 10 are all in line. We'll go ahead and give everybody a shout out that's still racing. Go to the 99 Gerald Pool. Looks like he's figured some things out, getting that thing down on the bottom of the track. Trying to get by Russell. Navy Joke Coffee taking that position away. Let's see, who is the 91? The 91 is Patrick Hernandez. Currently sitting in P6, part of that big battle up front. It's like 2 cars, then 4 cars, and then 2 cars. A couple little packs forming up here as these guys start to spread out just a little bit. Dash up one more. We saw him just a second. Jax Duvall Crawl. Love that paint. Clean, easy to see. '54 Dylan Carrier. Beautiful DuPont truck. '44 of George Ledesma, Royalty Motorsports truck. Back to the 33 of Mitchell McCain. You know, I don't think I ever figured out what your sponsor was. Let's see if we can. beamoose.org. The plot in you. I'm not sure what that is. That's another one I'm going to have to go look up just so that I can be informed. Oh, my goodness. No caution on that. Wow. Looks like everybody kept it straight, but we saw it happen. We're going to go back here in just a little bit. Take a look. Let's see what happened here. Oh, man, I want to see that one more time. That just didn't look right. 1 second here. Oh, you can see right there, paused sideways. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys. There's, for whatever reason, I want to see this. So I gotta go back just a touch more. Man, that is just bizarre. Like, what in the world? I want to. Alright, man, this is gonna tell it right here. I need to be inside the 33. Okay. Oh, yeah, he did. He lost it, then when he tried to save it, it sent him straight right. That's what we saw. I was going to say it almost looked intentional because of how much that thing stepped out on him. You could see the wheel jerk right at the point of impact. He did. He got loose. Cranked it hard right, turned straight into him. It's really unfortunate for Dylan. Looks like it's destroyed his truck. And he's been running a pretty good race for himself tonight. We'll see if he pulls that thing back out or if he just decides to put it in the garage for the night after that. As you can see, that thing's destroyed. There's nothing he could do for himself. That's a tough break, Dylan. Back up front, Jordan Hand and Jeffrey Clifton are still fighting it out for this P1. Sorry, we've got 35 laps to go. I am getting myself a post-it card ready in case we got a new series winner tonight. As you guys know, I like to keep little notes for myself. Do we have any race winners in here? We do. That 15/1 truck has put it in victory lane at least once. Looks like Dylan's in the pits, but Dylan's picked up a win with us here too. There's a couple of guys in the field tonight that have already put that thing in victory lane. Just in my notes here, I can tell he might have been the gentleman that was in Discord saying that his wife's going to keep him busy. But William McKellar, I just noticed he's a race winner. He did not make it to the races tonight, but I feel like I see his name pretty regularly. So if you get a chance to watch tonight, hope you get to come back out to the races here before too long. It's good having you on track. Yeah, for that second stint, Josh and myself both did not fare well. We got it going. I thought it was netcode too. Yeah, I needed underwear after that too. I was right behind that when those guys had that little mishap. We're gonna have 30 laps to go this time by. We'll see if that's enough laps for these two to figure this out. First 100 wasn't enough. Let's hit the excitement button. Let's see if anybody's racing next to each other here. Looks like everybody's just kind of spread out again. A little racing here. So Russell can't get up there and get a position. Alright. I'm going to take this little spot, though, to take my second break. And I'm going to give you guys a little crank it up. Alright, I'll scale back the audio, call the final 25 laps of this race. Let's see. I believe we still got Jordan Hand up front. Jeffrey Clifton in P2. Patrick Hernandez. Haven't seen much of him on camera, but it's just because he's been super quiet tonight. Just running his own race in third position for a lot of it. Not a bad way to spend a race. I'm sure he wants to be up in P1, but third place is great points. Jax Duvall Cross in P4. Having a great run for himself. '99, Gerald Poole. Round out your top 5. Get the feeling there'll be a little bit of shakeup before the end of this. Don't know who will win. I think I like the other DuPont paint better. I like that Dylan's door is dark blue for the number. And I like that he's got his name over the door. Like just those little splashes of yellow on the blue are so pretty. And I'm sorry if you ever feel like I nitpick your paints. They're just my favorite part of all this. I love seeing the paints. Ooh, see a couple of trucks making their final pit stops here. Looks like Gerald Poole and Jack Duvall Crawl coming in. And I gotta find if there's a setting for me to see other people's pit crews, because I think it would be cool. Usually I can only see my own in the replay on the game. Now you see, my hop, I decided that I was gonna pit with 30 laps to go, and it worked too well. All right. If you sit over here and you watch my name on the leaderboard, it's going to work its way all the way up to P1. And then it's going to drop like a rock. But I did lead a lap. So I'm pretty happy about that. 1 and 2 are spread out. Josh is still running. The Toyota has not broke down on him yet. Looks like Gerald's made his way back out of the pits. As has Jax. Doesn't look like anybody made up or lost any time in the pits. About the same distance they were when they went in. Let's see where Patrick Hernandez shakes out in all this. He was sitting third position before the cycle started. Currently sitting 8th. Chris Sawyer sitting in 7th. Michael McCannon in 3rd. McCammon. I keep saying it wrong. It's brand new. I'll get it right, I swear. Looks like the leader, Jeffrey Hand, has made his way into the pits. This is the money stop. Making his way out. And the next time by, you see the 1 of Jeffrey Clifton coming in. I feel like that might put me up here when it cycles through. We'll see. Get my 10 seconds of fame and my 10 seconds of shame. Every time I see my truck, I get a little bit angry. I keep thinking I need to go fix part of it, and I keep forgetting. Let's see. See how it's chopping off side of the O for Ogre Vision, and on the other side it's changing the color for some reason on the end. I gotta fix that. I absolutely hate that. And then my tailgate is just as bare as it can be. You gotta put a Fan Attack logo or something on there. Like I said, I'm a nitpicker. I'll nitpick my own paints too. Ooh, Georgia shout out. Oh, he was in first place, but he is ducked into the pits. I'll go ahead and toss it back on myself. And I'm gonna go with the gearbox camera because I know what's coming. All these guys that you see behind me are coming like a bat out of hell with fresh tires. I remember thinking, oh, I've got 14 laps to go, I've got a shot, but then I saw how fast they were coming, and I thought to myself, even beyond that, okay, I'll try to block him. But he had such a run when he got to me that if I blocked, it would have wrecked us both, and it almost did. I didn't block, but I pinched him off just enough. And just look at how fast these guys are coming. He's got to be at least 10 miles an hour or more. Such a cool camera angle hanging off the back gearbox. I mean, sometimes NASCAR gives you just such neat angles. You can see the texture and the grooves of the track. Comes at 91 of Patrick Hernandez. He's been in third position all night long. He wants that go by. As you can see on old tires, I have got nothing for these guys. Put it on Patrick. I can honestly say from this point, I have no idea what happens in the race because, as you can see, I am falling like a rock back there. I am down to fourth already. It is the same three guys back up front. You've got the 91 of Patrick Hernandez, the 24 of Jordan Hand. Ooh, I feel like we're missing somebody. This is definitely not me in third. Maybe Jack Crawl gets himself up there? Who was the third place truck? Jeffrey Clifton. That's who it is. You know what? I feel like he was the last person to pit. I want to ride with him. I have a sneaking suspicion that he's going to be moving really quick. Let's go take a look. Give him a lap or two and see what he does. Currently sitting in sixth. I mean, look at that run right there. He's going to get two of us just on the straightaway. Or through the tri-oval, excuse me. You can see that the 24 has gotten around the 91. Eight laps to go this time by at the line. I don't think Jeffrey Clifton is done in this race. You see him making the move for P3. Looks like he's going to clear him pretty easily. I know I should be watching the leaders. But something tells me that one is the truck to watch right now. Yeah, absolutely. The guys in the chat right now talking about the difference between fresh tires and old tires. And it was somewhere in the ballpark of 2 seconds a lap. You wouldn't think it was that dramatic, but I mean, if you could manage your tires, you were just going to blow away anybody that couldn't. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I ended up decent in this. I think I ended up probably right where I'm at, in sixth position. managing your tires for that whole run. If I could have done it from the start, probably would have been a little better off. I also didn't take tires on one of my final stops. I was hoping that, with like 7 to 10 laps to go, there would be one more caution because I still have a set of tires right now at this point in the race. And I don't think anybody else did. Ooh. Russell still had a set. I dig it. I figured everybody would have put one on. I had a set that I only put 3 laps on before the caution came out. And I was like, I bet everybody else has probably got like 7 to 10 on there and they're going to take them. And they didn't. So it's cool to see a couple guys didn't. As you can see, the 1 has gotten by the 91 of Patrick Hernandez. It's kind of put the running order of the night back in order. Jordan Hand in P1, Jeffrey Clifton P2, Patrick Hernandez in P3. These guys have been here all night. Let's see if this one's going to get him. I think he's a little too far away. He's making time. Crossing the line for one more time to go. Jordan Hand about to put a checkered flag in his hand. Get your first statistic with Ogre Vision Racing. Or Ogre Vision Racing. Ogre Vision, excuse me. There it is. He was able to hold off the 1. That is fantastic. I thought for sure Jeffrey was going to chase him down and get that. But he held on. Alright, sir. Wins. Jordan Hand. Binga banga bonga, I don't want to leave the Congo. Oh, no, 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 no. Does anybody know what that's from? That's from a video game. It's been stuck in my head for decades. This stupid game. Oh, look at this. Going with reverse lap. Oh, no, he just spinning it in there nice for us. Let's go ahead and click over to this here camera right here. Yeah, what a fantastic burnout. Alright, with just this little burnout going, I am going to go ahead and toss back up. Let's see here, what is it? This one right here. The Ogre Vision family of racing. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Russell Martin Jr. for allowing me to come broadcast his races and invite his drivers to come race in other places with us. I would like to thank Prestige Worldwide Entertainment and their drivers that decided to come over and run with us tonight. Help our car count, and I'm sure they had fun. It was a great clean race. Thursday nights, we will be having Gen 6 come with Prestige Worldwide very soon. And let's see, what else? Tuesdays. I want to say I got one coming Tuesday nights. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head because it's still just a little bit out. But we're going to get that going, and that's going to be an Xfinity series. So we are rolling right along and doing our thing. So from Ogre Vision, Buttcrack Motorsports, And all of the guys under the Ogre Vision family of racing, I just want to say God bless, good night, and thanks for tuning in.